Everyone thinks Beats Fit Pro are the perfect do-it-all fitness earbuds, but here is the thing. They might be the wrong buy right now because the exact features that make them popular come with hidden trade-offs. The wingtips lock in. The H1 chip makes pairing effortless. ANC sounds impressive on paper, but in real life, comfort fades after an hour. ANC trails the class leaders, and the case still skips wireless charging in 2026. I spent 21 days testing them across 5 gym sessions, 2 flights, 3 city commutes, and a pile of Zoom calls. What I found will either save you money or confirm these are the right tool for a very specific job. Stick with me before we dive into what I discovered. Quick heads up, if you are already convinced and want the best current price, I dropped my affiliate link below. But do not click out yet because there are a few problems you need to know before you buy. Here is why I even gave these a shot. I am training for a 10K, splitting time between outdoor runs and crowded gyms. I need earbuds that will not budge during sprints, can block treadmill roar, and handle back-to-back calls between sets. AirPods Pro fit me well for desk days but popped loose mid-workout. Powerbeats Pro stayed put, but the no-ank deal and massive case annoyed me. Cheaper buds had great specs but sloppy connections. On paper, Beats Fit Pro looked like the sweet spot. Secure Fit Wingtips, IPX4 sweat resistance, Apple H1 convenience, spatial audio, ANC plus transparency, 6 hours per charge with up to 24 in the case, Class 1 Bluetooth. At 169.95 and a 4.4 Amazon rating, I wanted them to be the one. But I was skeptical of the wingtips for all-day use and the lack of wireless charging on a premium pair. Testing started where most people will use these, workouts. On a 45-minute HIIT session, the flexible wingtips did exactly what they promise. Zero movement. Burpees, kettlebell swings, treadmill sprints locked in. But then, around the 50-minute mark, I felt pressure build up on the outer ear. Not pain, but a hot spot that made me take a quick break. If you have sensitive ears or smaller conchas, that wing can become a pressure point in longer sessions. Sweat resistance, IPX4 held up fine, and the seal with the medium tips gave me punchy bass for playlists. Transparency during runs kept me aware of traffic, but wind noise whistled through on breezy days and sounded a bit harsh. Next, ANC and sound. On a subway ride and a 3-hour flight, ANC knocked out a decent chunk of low-frequency rumble, but not the top tier. I would call it good, not great, maybe 60–65% of engine roar compared with AirPods Pro 2's H2 powered cancellation that feels a step stronger. The sound signature is classic Beats modernized, lively, bass forward with respectable treble detail. At 70% volume, kick drums hit hard without muddying everything, but vocals sat a touch back until I tweaked EQ on my phone. Spatial audio with dynamic head tracking on my iPhone added immersion for movies, neat party trick, less essential for music. Adaptive EQ does its job with a solid seal, but lose the seal, lose the magic. Here is where it gets interesting. Switching between ANC and transparency was quick, but there is a faint noise floor in quiet rooms that sensitive listeners might notice. Calls and mics were a mixed bag. Indoors, the tri-mic setup delivered crisp voice on Zoom and FaceTime. People heard me clearly in a coffee shop with moderate background noise, but then I took a call on a windy street and the mic struggled. My voice was still intelligible, but wind artifacts cut in more than I expected at this price. If you live on outdoor calls, that matters. Also, there is no true multipoint. Apple users get automatic switching across devices courtesy of the H1 chip, slick when it works, but it is not the same as simultaneous two-device audio. On Android, pairing is simple with the Beats app, but you are limited to AAC-SBC. No aptX, no LDAC. Battery and case. I logged 5 hours 35 minutes with ANC on at moderate volume, landing close to the marketed 6 hours, with the case bringing me to roughly 23 total. Solid. The case is pocketable but chunky, and yes, only USB-C charging. No wireless charging at this price hurts when competitors include it. The lid hinge feels sturdy enough, magnets are strong, and the in-ear detection paused and resumed consistently for me. In a crowded gym, Class 1 Bluetooth kept my connection stable with minimal dropouts. The most surprising discovery, these are phenomenal gym-first buds that do not translate into all-day comfort for everyone. The very thing that makes them secure, the wingtip, can become a pressure point after an hour. Add in good not great ANC and the missing wireless charging and the value calculus shifts. I put in 21 days measured battery cycles and A/B tested against AirPods Pro 2, Beats Studio Buds Plus, Jabra Elite 8 Active, and Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. For iPhone users, AirPods Pro 2 still outperform for commuting, calls, and overall comfort, with better ANC and transparency, plus a MagSafe case. For Android, Galaxy Buds 2 Pro or Jabra Elite 8 Active offer stronger codec support or rugged durability and true multipoint. If you specifically need lock-in security with Apple perks like spatial audio, automatic switching, and audio sharing, Beats Fit Pro hit. But if your day includes long listening blocks, lots of calls, and you value wireless charging and best-in-class ANC, there are better options. That is the too good to be true factor. No earbud does everything perfectly. These are purpose-built for movement. Now that you know the real trade-offs, choose based on your priority. If workouts come first and you are in the Apple ecosystem, these make sense. If commuting comfort or codec quality matters more, look elsewhere. I have current deals linked below. Check before prices shift. Bottom line, do not buy Beats Fit Pro because of the hype. Buy them if you want a secure, base-friendly, Apple-optimized workout companion. Gym rats, runners, and class goers who value stability will be happy. Commuters chasing elite ANC, Android audiophiles wanting aptX LDAC, or anyone who needs wireless charging should skip. At 169.95 with a 4.4 rating, they are strong in their lane, not a universal champ. The memorable take, they are the right tool if your priority is move first, sit later.